Well, a pleasant morning and welcome to the Essequibo Coast. We're in the Cinderella County of Essequibo, and we're here because of another mega event about to conclude. And today you're witnessing the final of the North Zone T20 tournament. It's Renegades against Affiance number 1. Conditions are pretty good. We had some showers early this morning, but now we are ready. Ball number 1 in this contest, the big final. A bit of a tricky pitch this afternoon as we conclude this tournament. John Ramsing here alongside Ronaldo McGarrell. Well, look at this pitch, Ronaldo. Earlier, dark color, 1 hour of sun. Seems to be drying out a little bit. Good day and welcome.
Hi, good day, John. It's good to be here on Essequibo Coast. Yeah, the pitch looks good. There's just a little damp spot you can see there on the camera there. That was an area of concern earlier, but nice sun to dry it out. Full toss into the gap. It's racing away. It's not going to get to the boundary. Trying that man at mid-on.
That field at mid-on did not, in my opinion, try to really stop that ball. He wanted to chase. Had he given a little bit more commitment, perhaps to keep the batsmen in their creases respectively. But nonetheless, as a full toss should have been dealt with by Sheldon Charles, one of the 2 openers of the Renegades side. Good to see left arm pace to begin with though.
Good bounce. It's good to see early on in this match.
But there's one thing you can expect with a new ball, Seamer running in on a fresh track. And again, like I said, there is moisture there, so you get some lateral movement as well once you can grip the surface. But what I noticed there, back of a length and the extra bounce.
And the bowler, very tall fella, he's extracting that bounce with his height, getting a bit of extra bounce. Not left-handed can to face.
11 teams started the tournament for the Essequibo North Cricket Committee. The Essequibo Coast, in terms of cricket, divided into 2 zones, north and south. So the North Cricket Committee of the Essequibo Coast. 11 teams there. So 11 started. Now we're down to the final 2.
Oh, that's a chance. Outside edge. Didn't look very confident about that shot. Neither forward nor back. Getting the outside edge and just eluding the keeper and for a slip.
Keeper to be blamed because he was wrong-footed, but he got the left hand to it. Good delivery from Hemant with his new ball. And that's what I was speaking of, the lateral movement. The ball will move. We saw him getting bounced, now lateral movement. But Khan was nowhere close to the pitch for that one. Not in any control at all.
A late decision there to leave that one. John, let me correct myself. His name is Karim, not Khan. So apologies to Karim.
Haven Singh's opening over. Pretty much consistent. 1 full toss that Charles got 2 runs from it. Other than that, it's been pretty much bang on target. Look at this again. This time, biting the outside edges. A big appeal, yes, of course. I was wondering what the batsman was sticking around for, Sheldon Charles. Big wicket first up, and reward for the bowler. Consistency paying off. Nice way for him to pick up a wicket.
Definitely. Very sharp catch from the keeper. Went to him sharply. Take outside edge. And a good reflex catch there. The first one going down for the Renegades. They're 4 for 1 after 1.
Well, I'm not sure about the ability in terms of Charles as an opener. Batting pretty high based on what I've known. Sheldon Charles, more known for his bowling. Know he can handle himself, but not sure as an opener. So an opener is a specialist position in cricket, despite being T20. Specialists usually see off the new ball, tend to be more technically correct as they play balls around, working the gaps. But maybe in this level of cricket might be a top order.
A new batter, Navin Singh, in at number 3. Renegades under a bit of pressure, losing the wicket early on in innings. They have 5 more overs in this power play. They need to try to get a big score on the board, put some pressure on Affiance. Affiance winning the toss, looking to chase. And that's a going trend now in T20. Everyone looks to chase.
When you say that, reminds me so much of the final of the last Republic Bank CPL. Imran Tahir, captain of the Amazon Warriors, won the toss and opted to bat on a tricky wicket as well. But that's gone, that's history. Learn from your mistakes. 4 for 1 after the opening over. Now a new batter, left-handed as well. Coming to the crease, Navin Singh. New bowler as well for the northern end of the ground. Good movement away after pitching. But yet again, we see another batter here looking to take on the bowler without even having a look at what he's serving up. Maybe these players play a lot against each other, so he not need a lot of time to look at what he's serving up on a good track. Looking to take him on immediately.
Yeah, looking to put some pressure on Lal Bachan Narain. Here's the right hand bowler. He's bowling a good line to the left hander, tucking him up, not giving him the room. For his delivery was a bit wide. This time, much closer to the batter.
It was a terrible shout. A terrible shot as well. That everything went wrong. Starting it outside the line, the leg stump to the left-handed batter. He was swinging across the line, perhaps realizing that he can score off of that one, but was not in any position to score. But I would like to see a faster bowler running on this track. Fresh track. The 2 bowlers used so far, they're just medium bowlers, if anything. Military medium, to say. Someone like a Parsutam, if he can come in and really bend his back, can be a handful.
Tongue leg side, that's the first extra of the innings. John, after a few early morning showers, brilliant sunshine here in Hampton Court.
Ronaldo, I know you're a very generous guy. It's not a few at all. It was belting down buckets when we were on the Essequibo River coming in, and even on the coast. Lots of rain this morning. Showers of blessings, no doubt.
I think that came off the pad. Good work by the keeper to get a hand to it. That's a signal from the umpire, leg by.
So we are at the Joe Jagmohan ground in Hampton Court. Many persons, when they hear Hampton Court and cricket, do you remember the ground that was used for first class cricket and list A cricket a long time ago? I think the last time it was used was 2003 for list A cricket. The Guyana side taking on the Leeward Islands. Might have been the Windwards, one of the island side that came to Guyana. Since then, we haven't had cricket at Hampton Court, that ground, but this one that we're playing on is a new ground. I call it the Joe Jagmohan ground in Hampton Court.
With Wayward there. Yeah, lovely outfield. I always love coming here. Been here maybe 3 times for the year. And every time I come to this ground, I love the lush green that we see.
And it's a hill as well for the bowlers to run up. Typical cricket ground, that is. But around the surroundings around it, I'll tell you about that in a little bit.
Good delivery. Pitching and just leaving the right-handed Navin Singh. This is a good start from the Rhine.
Nibbling that one. I think he's expecting the ball to pop a little bit. Can see him playing down the wrong channel. Look at that. Nibbling.
Yeah, not much foot movement either. Just a half step forward and look at that. Nice side on angle of that. Stuck on the crease. This time coming forward, looking for the quick single. Non-striker late to respond, but he got through in the end. 4 off that one, 3 off that one. It's 8-4-1.
The non-striker Faisal was late indeed, and that's why the field at mid-off opted to throw at the end that he's running. But had he thrown at the non-striker, then might have had a better chance. Closer, of course, with a direct hit. Could have seen the batters struggling. Early days yet, they say. And some of the, well, both teams there. Nice open ground here at Hampton Court. And I was saying, it was once a rice field. So you find the ground itself is a bit lower than the roads, the surrounding roads. But nonetheless, the way they have done and designed the ground for cricket, it's draining because of that slope it has after the pitch. So it's draining nicely despite all the rain we had this morning. Good to see cricket being played. Look at that agricultural setting. We are in the Cinderella County. Some 38 kilometers from Supnam. Those of you who know Supnam and know your geography. Some 24 miles if you want to put it into miles. Supnam, where the ferry stelling is. Either speedboat or the big ferry. And as we head a bit north, 19 kilometers or just about 12 miles, we head to Charity, where the Pomerone opens. Singh continues. A little bit more pace from Singh as opposed to Lalbachan, but he's running into a little bit of a breeze here, so getting a little bit of lateral movement as well. So good seam bowling. That's why I was asking if there's someone with some extra pace that will come and really use this new ball on a fresh track. Can be a handful. Don't think we'll see that today.
Yeah, him and Singh capitalizing on that wind as well, blowing from right to left off screen. Oh, very close. Navin Singh looking to pull that one. It was short enough, but couldn't manage to get bottom ball. Maybe rush a bit of pace as well.
The shot was on. Short ball. Looking to play it on its merit through the onside. But yes, indeed, a little bit of extra pace. And the 2 deep fielders, because we're in the power play, the 2 deep fielders, a very fine third man and a deep backward square. Don't think that deep backward square will be coming into play anytime soon, because of this tight line being employed by Hemant Singh, especially on the off stump, keeping it very tight. 4th stump, 5th stump on the other occasion. With good control again. And we saw him doing that in the opening over. Just one loose delivery, a low full toss. Other than that, he's been spot on and was rewarded in the opening over.
Another dot goes into the scorebook. 4 dots in the over. They just can't get him away at all.
A little bit of aggression being shown by Singh. And it is because of those 3 dots before this one. And now is the get out of jail stroke that the batsman will be looking for. It's an opportunity for the fielders. They must be aware it's coming.
Nice slow one, deceiving Navin Singh. Maybe just rolling his fingers down the side of the ball, or maybe off out to the back of the hand. But definitely a change of pace.
And you can hear the bat as well, fanning it as that ball passed. What you don't hear is when that seam is wobbling coming to you as a batter. You don't pick it up from this far, but part of batting as well.
That man, the backward square, get some action. A single off the over, 9 for 1 after 3.
Samaroo Investments of Hampton Court, Essex, and Lot 301 Church and Thomas Streets, Georgetown. Importers of Geogrid for roads, geotextile fabric, PP80, all types of agricultural spares, tires, Mac batteries, manual products including lubricants, filters, AdBlue and more. We specialize in all types of construction services such as sea defenses, roads, bridges, preventments, DNI structures and more. Telephone numbers 629-1677, 612-2905 or 629-0911. Samaroo Investments of Hampton Court, Essex and 301 Church and Thomas Streets, Georgetown.
Halfway of the power play gone. Tournament for the North Zone on the Escobar Coast, sponsored by Samaroo's Investments. Samaroo Investments T20 North Zone Cricket Committee. Lalbachan Narain it is to continue from the far end. Nice big black side screen behind him.
In the air, but away from the man at point and cover. No timing on that shot, but you can see the intention now. You're into the fourth over of the power play. Just 2 overs after this in the power play left. They need to capitalize on the fielding restriction. So these two will have to get a move on now. The slip is still in play. Looks like as though they have 2 gullies as well, John. Looking to get the outside edge.
This is a very important partnership for the bowling side. The batters are not getting the ball away, so the fielding side will not mind them being at the crease for much longer. But then when you look at cricket, the top order tend to give you the most of the runs, and if the top order is not necessarily getting the ball away, it says a lot about the rest of batting. Just hanging his bat, first slip runs around to his left and takes it very easily. Extra bounce, the ball was on the line of the body, not handling the bounce, and a wicket going down. 10 for 2 in the fourth.
Very soft dismissal there, John. Deceive a pace, and he just could not get that bat out of the way after he realized he was beaten. A brilliant deception. Just hanging the bat, as you said, and an easy catch there for VJ. Pressure now on the batting team. New batter is Mark Gonzalez, number 25 on his back, in that all-important number 4 position. Very tricky situation here. They're still in the power play. They've lost 2 wickets very quickly. Just 10 on the board. They need a partnership, but at the same time, they need to capitalize on this fielding restriction. Good start from the bowling side.
They've won the toss, decided to bowl first, and if you're doing that, you must make the new ball count. They're doing that nicely, scoring rate less than 3 runs per over so far, and they've already picked up 2 in the power play. Gonzalez looks like much more compact already for his delivery plate. So I guess the openers were there just to see off some of the sheen from this new ball. Making way for Mark Gonzalez, who seemed to be, after one delivery, the man who will play some strokes. The number 4, the stroke maker, they always say, especially in Test cricket.
Bowling side, lots of support. Under the tents, family and friends coming out to support these guys. Sunday afternoon, so maybe after church, you'll see a lot more persons coming out. A single to end the photo for Renegades. They're 11 for 2.
Both opening bowlers picking up a wicket each. You mentioned Church. As we look at the teams today, the Affiance Sports Club. Barish Parasutam, we expect some scene from him a bit later on. Familiar team for Affiance, but then look at the Renegades Club. Sheldon Charles, Raby Cesar, Sidney Peters. Some good names in the scribble cricket there as well. So on paper, the team pretty even. And now in a final, anything goes. Some of the spectators and team members of these teams, Renegades and Affiance number 1, under the tents. That's the thing about this cricket ground, cricket club. It's open field. No main buildings just yet. Some construction will happen soon, I was told. So tents are being used for shelter. Change of bowling. Parmish Parasutam to pick up the attack from the southern end.
Punched off the back foot, but good feeling by the man at mid-off. Made a nice song off the bat, but couldn't beat the man positioned just behind the bowler.
I would say Mark Gonzalez looks as if he's going to be the one who wants to take on the bowlers. First ball from Parasutam, look at the force through the offside.
That's a bit of poor feeling, John. There's no one backing up, and the man at point. Not sure who he's throwing to, but just gifting the Renegades an extra run.
Well, I'm happy that the Renegades took it because it shows that they're prepared, showing good awareness, watching the ball to make sure that once the fielder fumbled just a little bit, they were there for the second. So it's good cricket for the Renegades despite losing too early. Oh my, it's stuck. You get the impression the fielder was just there to save the ball. Stuck his foot out, his left foot, both hands to it as well. And I'm sure he is well surprised that it's stuck. But a big wicket again. The little pocket rocket, Mark Gonzalez goes 3 down now. Still in the power play.
Yeah, they're dogging themselves into a deeper hole. Short ball should have been put away. Wide as well. Cut away, but straight to the man. And as you mentioned, that's just one that sticks. This is a much better angle. Let's see that. Let's see the catch. Crunched. Sharp. Very low. That's a good catch to get rid of Gonzalez. 3 down in the power play. Pressure on. New batter, Alex Collins.
We'll need to dig deep, Collins. It's a little bit of a sticky wicket so far. 3 wickets tumbling in no time.
Three bowlers utilized so far, each of them picking up a wicket.
Of the three, perhaps the quickest, but the one that's been a bit too wayward as well, just too short and wide. Picked up a wicket with a very short delivery that was heading for the wide of off stump. Just a bad stroke from Mar Gonzalez. The stroke was on, but it was an air and straight to the fielder.
Some more good work by Affiance. Not a dot. It'll be interesting to know how many dots have been bowled in the power play so far. All those dots just adding to the pressure.
You can check that quick and easy on the FL Sport app. Oh, nibbling again. No foot movement. This time, Parsutam much closer, so much tighter delivery to the batter. No room to free his arm. Too close to cut. But he was committed and genuinely beaten. Well bowled. Collins opting not to bat with a helmet. With no headwear for him. Again, playing the loose drive. No one at home. 5 gone, 13 for 3.
Samaroo Investments of Hampton Court, Essex, and Lot 301 Church and Thomas Streets, Georgetown. Importers of Geogrid for roads, geotextile fabric PP80, all types of agricultural spares, tires, back batteries, manual products including lubricants, filters, AdBlue and more. We specialize in all types of construction services such as sea defenses, roads, bridges, preventments, DNI structures and more. Telephone numbers 629-1677, 612-2905 or 629-0911. Samaroo Investments of Hampton Court, Essex, and 301 Church and Thomas Streets, Georgetown.
A big thank you to Manuel, Samaroo Investments. Samaroo Investments sponsoring the tournament. Manuel, distributed by Samaroo Investments. Short ball to begin over number 6, the final over of the power play. As you can see that the batters are trying their level best, but the bowlers are not giving anything. We're just out of general election season in Guyana, but the advertising on the fence shows the support for the ruling party, the party that has voted into government once again. Tournament is being organized by the North Essequibo Cricket Committee. This tournament called the Samaroo Investments T20, proudly sponsored by Samaroo Investments, Jairam Bisesar of Builders Hardware and General Store, and of course the North Essequibo Cricket Committee. Oh, inside edge, not looking at the ball, not looking at his partner. I'm sure he was waiting to hit at that reckle because he felt you chopped that one on. Good bowling again from Narayan.
Yeah, and shouts from the crowd, stay in the game. Have to be far more aware if your team is in such a position. Have to be looking to steal every single run. So you have to stay in the game.
Singer's been there for quite some time now. 11 deliveries before this one, but just 4. The North Essequibo Cricket Committee would like to say thank you as well to Peebo McDonald, Joe Jagmohan, Max Art Tint Shop and Construction, AG Construction, and IIS as International Import and Supplies. Oh no, that could have been another wicket in the power play. Not to be. The fielder there not able to get down in time.
Yeah, sharp chance. That one just out of the reach. Outside edge. And look at that. Looks like Parsatam there in that gully region. Could not get down in time. How much would that cost? Huge appeal, but then come through for the leg by to end Narayan's third over, to end the power play. Renegades 17 for 3. Talk about a lazy Sunday.
You see, a picture tells 1,000 words. You speaking of a lazy Sunday, I was just thinking, what's for lunch? Here we are in the Cinderella County of Essequibo, so you can expect lots of farm animals. It is a farming community, rice dominant. You can have a look at that delivery again. Almost resulted in a wicket. Singh playing away from his body, uppish as well. I can see the ball dropping maybe just centimeters short. Hello, my friend. Had my daughter been here, she should have been saying move. Move. So power play is over. 17, a very low scoring power play, and that is because 3 wickets went down. But no doubt Affiance Sports Club winning the toss, bowling first, will be very happy. And any team that losing 3 wickets in the power play will find themselves in a very difficult position to really put up a sizable total. But let's see. The inside edge again. The first run he got was off the inside edge. Collins. He's not moving that left foot across, trying to get close to the pitch of the delivery. So that's why he's not able to get pat on ball enough to get it away.
Yeah, just like a half step, or maybe not even a step, and then just flying the bat at it. We spoke about a low score in the power play. Not a flash. Can't get bat on ball. Low score in the power play. High percentage of dot deliveries. 24 dots in that power play. That's 66.67% of dots in that power play. Definitely not what you want if you're batting side.
The umpire Yogeshwar Lal confirming that it's a wide. Umpire Yogeshwar Lal, former inter-county player for Essequibo at all levels. One of the more attractive opening batters the county has produced. Now turning his attention to umpiring, and he's doing a wonderful job so far. Top edge. The cry is catch it. It is catch it. Another wicket going down. Power play done and dusted, but they've maintained that ring of feeders in the circle because of the control they have so far. Affiance number 1 Sports Club. Wicket number 4 going down in the 7th.
Yeah, they're in deep trouble now. Getting a bit of extra bounce. That pace and power stamp that we mentioned. Rushing the batter, and an easy catch for the man at cover point. 4 down, 18 on the board. Pressure on. It might be an early day, John.
Hemant Singh, the opening bowler, in the field, taking a simple catch, a regulation catch, and signaling it's time for a drink. Sunday, why not? Celebration time. So 2 wickets now to Parasutam. Qualified engineer Parasutam, engineer by profession. Plays lots of cricket, even in Georgetown. Again, too close to cut, but Sidney Peter is a new batter, a right-handed batter. Flashing the blade, and the fielder Gully just stopping it. So yet to see a run being scored off the bat in this over. A wide was conceded, but the next double in this over was wicket. So Parasutam really keeping things tight and also picking up wickets.
Yeah, the skipper, he has a plan in action here. The man at Gully he's way in from the usual position of Gully. Placing some extra pressure on the batter. Cut away in the air. And the bowler is disappointed that the man out at the cover boundary didn't come in for the catch. And while fielders with hands on hips, they're going to steal a second run. Should he have put in a better effort?
I'm disappointed as well, because the way things are going, you're on a high. An attempt would have been better, even a half attempt, but he was just hanging back trying to protect the boundary. But at this stage, with the team reeling at that point, 18 for 4, perhaps a better effort to go for a wicket would have been needed.
So dot to end Parasutam's second over. He has 2 for 5 so far. After 7, the Renegades 20 for 4.
Samaroo Investments of Hampton Court, Essex and Lot 301 Church and Thomas Streets, Georgetown. Importers of GeoGrid for roads, geotextile fabric PP80, all types of agricultural spares, tires, back batteries, manual products including lubricants, filters, AdBlue and more. We specialize in all types of construction services such as sea defenses, roads, bridges, preventments, DNI structures and more. Telephone numbers 629-1677, 612-2905 or 629-0911. Samaroo Investments of Hampton Court, Essex and 301 Church and Thomas Streets, Georgetown.
A change in bowling. Rahul Prasad into bowl 8 over of the innings. Navin Singh still there. He's faced 13 deliveries. Renegades need something special from him if they're going to post something at least defendable. At this current run rate, they're only going to post 57. Not enough in a final. Here's Prasad. Nicely forward, but another dot.
Rahul Prasad will want to continue from where other bowlers have left off or even have started. Will not want to be too ragged. Keep the pressure on. Renegades sent in. They've lost wickets, lost some confidence as well. Second being taken very quickly. Let's see the signal of the umpire. Yes, leg bys. One sound after the ball hitting onto the part of the batter who was looking to pull. Umpire Diva Das officiating alongside Yogeshwar Lal. So the experience of Esquibo coming out, even in the officiating aspect of the game. 22 for 4. Not a position of comfort at all for Renegades. Desperately looking for a partnership of some sort. None so far. That's a lovely shot. Inside out. And this is a big run, but will have enough to get to the pipes, not the ropes. First shot of comfort, as well the first boundary of the day. Well played.
Yeah, and that first boundary coming in the 8th over. Intent shown from Navin Singh, going through the shot. a bit of outward movement, and he just played with that movement, getting enough bat on it, picking up the first boundary of the innings. Could this be the mark of a fight back from Renegades?
Here recently in cricket, game-changing moment. Can this be it? There he goes again. Much better stroke this time. More power, more bottom hand, and in the V, the longest part of the ground, and another boundary. Consecutive boundaries now. I was just making a point about Rahul Prasad, the new bowler, need to keep things tight from his predecessors. Not yet the case.
Yeah, the intent is there from Singh, looking to put pressure on the new bowler. The other bowlers have done a good job, but no, not allowing Prasad to settle back-to-back boundaries. Will he look to capitalize or target the next two balls, or will he just try to get a few singles to close out the over?
But they've made some adjustments to the field. The fielder that was at mid-off, moving towards extra cover, and the long on a bit straighter as the bowler goes round the wicket. So looking to make it a little bit tighter, not giving the opportunity for the batter to free his arms with that free stroke outside the off stump, and pull back the length just a little bit as well. Seems to have some pace, so no need to worry about that. It's just a matter of where you're pitching.
Nicely driven into the gap. Just one. That ball reaching the fielder out on the boundary in no time. So single to end the 8. Renegades, they're 31 for 4.
Nine runs from that over. The most expensive of the innings so far. 31. And 9 of those coming in that last over. Part of the modern day cricket is the music. So that is just part of the music here today, the speakers. So they're getting closer to the halfway point. Affiance won the toss and decided to bowl first against Renegades in this Samaroo Investments T20 final, organized by the North Essequibo Cricket Committee. Coming to you live from the Joe Jagmohan ground in Hampton Court.
Heyman Singh back into the attack. And you can see what the captain is trying to do here. The last over, the most expensive so far. So now trying to bring back Singh to maybe reduce that scoring rate, put a stop to this fight back. Edged and dropped. Earlier he took a sharp catch to dismiss the opening batter. This one should have been taken. Nice height for the keeper. Oh boy, John, will that cost them?
He was snatching rather than trying to show control. The ball rushed him because extra pace from Heyman Singh, who started with the new ball, had a little bit of break, and now captain Parsutam bringing him back now in the 9th. So had some rest, so no doubt pace up again. Loose shot playing away from his body, and the keeper made a mess of it.
Yeah.
Captain bringing him back, looking for the breakthrough. Heyman Singh did his job, but keeper letting the team down there.
You get the impression that Singh not comfortable to the short balls, especially when it's a little bit on his body. Full, he had 2 boundaries in the last over. Short, and he seemed to be very uncomfortable.
Should be called wide. Singh trying a slower one, just erring in line. Projected score now up to 82. That current run rate just climbing slowly. We're approaching the halfway mark. Try the 4 on the board. Looking to pull this one. Cramp for room. And another one in the air. Just out of the reach of Himant Singh though. Looking to take a return catch. They're looking to play some shots now. So it'll go one of two ways. They'll either break the shackles or you might see wicket stumble.
It's about that time they start to really take some chances, and they're doing so. But the bowler, not the one they should target. Not a short one. Keeper again. Can he redeem himself? Yes, he can. This time, kept his eyes on it. Running a little more difficult than the last one, but he's done well to glove it. So wicket again going down. Himant rushing batters, extra pace on the body. 5 down before the halfway stage.
The new batter, Heyman Bihari, another left-hander, coming in with a side in dire situation. 5 down, just 35 on the board. Reminder, this is the final. Definitely want to post a target that they can defend. Projected score just 8-1. That won't be enough to test this Affiance team.
Or will it? The track is a good one, I can tell you that for sure. It's just some bad shot selections so far. A brilliant move from the captain to bring back Singh. Recognizing, especially Navin Singh, is under some pressure facing the short delivery on the line of his body. And that is something lots of Caribbean cricketers will have to work on. Once it's short, they're very uncomfortable. This is a summary of what's happening. Singh is still there battling on 16, but wickets column. Wickets being shared by the seamers. Do remember, it is Affiance that won the toss and decided to bowl first. And so far, that decision paying dividends. They picked up 5, but not quite at the halfway stage as yet. Stumps scattered. Full this time. The 3-card trick. The bowler came back to bowl short and on the body to this very batter. He was not comfortable. This time, full and straight. I played all over it, and he's gone. Another magnificent wicket. 36 for 6, 9 gone.
Yeah, I think he was expecting another short delivery, but this one, very full. And look at that little movement of those feet. And that ball cannon into the leg and middle stump. Pressure on now. 6 down inside 9 overs. Renegades in trouble. In at number 8, Damian Wharton. Prasad looking to redeem himself now, conceding 9 in his first over. 2 leg byes as well in that over. Bihari relatively fresh to the crease. Wharton hasn't faced the ball as yet. Prasad will want to take a few wickets of his own. Everyone else that was introduced into the attack would have picked up a wicket. Prasad will be looking to take one for himself.
The North Escuba Cricket Committee, for the first time having live stream of a final. And for that, we would like to say thank you to Peebo McDonald, Joe Jagmohan, Max Art Tint Shop and Construction, AG Construction, IIS, that's International Import and Supplies as well. This tournament culminates today, sponsored by Samaroo Investments. It is a T20. 11 teams started on the North Escuba Cricket Committee. And now we're down to the final 2. Cash prizes available for teams. The winning team will get 120,000 on the trophy. Runners up, 60,000 on the trophy. Player of the match in this final, 15,000 on the trophy. Tournament's most prolific run scorer will get $10,000 on the trophy. Same for wickets, $10,000 on the trophy. The bowler with most wickets. Extras will help Renegades. Part of the format of the tournament as well. Each team had to have under 19 players, part of their developmental policy. So the emerging player of the tournament will also be rewarded with a cash prize of $10,000 and a trophy, some silverware. Keeper not able to hold on to that. Another wide delivery. So Rahul Prasad, expensive in his opening over, like you mentioned. And here he is again, not able to control this ball. Maybe just trying a little bit too hard with that breeze behind him. Not able to land in good areas like we saw the other bowlers doing. Approaching the halfway stage, 39 for 6. More than half of the batters already in the pavilion.
Nicely flicked away. It's into the gap. It might run away for the boundary. It does. Just got there. So another boundary to the Renegades. That will definitely help. How much will it help? Maybe not so much, but every run counts at this stage. 43 for 6. 3 balls to the halfway stage.
Nice shot. Not looking to hit it too hard. Just flicking it. It was on the line of leg stumps. He just turned it nicely. There's a big gap there. There's no feeler behind the square leg umpire for that stroke. But now, you cannot see it on your monitor, but a feeler is now placed at short backward square, but right back on the circle. Healthy edge taken by the keeper. The keeper floored one earlier. Not having the best of days, but coming back and redeeming himself nicely. And wicketkeeper yourself, Ronaldo, you're very pleased with that one.
Yeah, after dropping one, you'd want to take a few others. And Rahul Prasad gets his revenge. Most expensive bowler so far, but now he gets a wicket for himself. And maybe that will just give him a bit of confidence. Another one going down, number 7, that is. Before the halfway stage, Renegades in all sorts of trouble. 43 for 7.
Still in over number 10. New batter off the mark immediately. Chance for run though. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Could have easily been another wicket. Leroy Rupchan played the ball into the short mid-wicket region and took off quickly, but did not finish quickly and almost lost his wicket via run out. So another expensive over in the context of the game from Prasad, but haven't picked up a wicket. You may think that he would have gotten a little bit of confidence now, but he's bowling to a left-handed batter. Not always easy.
Cut away for a single. So after 10, the Renegades, they're 4-5 for 7.
Samaroo Investments of Hampton Court, Essex, and Lot 301 Church and Thomas Streets, Georgetown. Importers of GeoGrid for roads, geotextile fabric PP80, all types of agricultural spares, tires, Mac batteries, manual products including lubricants, filters, AdBlue and more. We specialize in all types of construction services such as sea defenses, roads, bridges, preventments, DNI structures and more. Telephone numbers 629-1677, 612-2905 or 629-0911. Samaroo Investments of Hampton Court, Essex and 301 Church and Thomas Streets, Georgetown.
Crowd building up here at the Joe Jack Mohan ground in Hampton Court on the Essequibo coast. Nice sunny conditions now. You mentioned church earlier, Ronaldo, and remember driving through the local communities after passing Anna Regina. Lots of church happening this morning. Very, very interesting sometimes because of the decibels. Holy Essequibo Coast. Parsutam, the captain, is back into the attack for his third. Before this, 2 for 5. And already you see him rushing the batter. Short delivery. This is a good pitch. This is a lovely pitch. I think it's rolled very hard. Nice for seam bowling. Ball coming on nicely for the batters. And as you can see, not quite prepared to play the big strokes. Just 16 from Singh into double figures. Took some time to get there, but no other batter into double figures. It's been a very difficult day for Renegades Sports Club in this final. 12 extras helping them along the way. I'm sure they won't mind at all. Another ball on the line of the body. Looked pretty awkward trying to flick. Coming back for the second. Took some time to get the second. Eventually, he's home.
Yeah, the most impressive thing about that shot, he found the gap. He found the gap. No feeler there. But not sure he knew too much about that shot. That's a bowling so far. The standout 3 for 9 from Hemant Singh, 2 for 7 from the bowler right now, Parmesh Parsatam, and a wicket each for Narayan and Prasad.
What is important to note there? There's no fifth bowler as yet. I'm sure Rocky Parsatam, as they call him on the coast, Rocky, will be looking to wrap things up before a fifth bowler is introduced. Sometimes that's a big gamble, because what tends to happen, not only that you delay the inevitable in bringing a fifth bowler, but because of that you have to bring a sixth, because two will have to share the last few overs.
Yeah, with Parstam still having one after this one. Hemant Singh still having one over up his sleeve. Maybe looking to finish it off. In the air! That's a good shot. Realizing there's no one out on the point boundary. Opening himself up and just flashing this one over the infield. 4 runs. That brings up the 50 for Renegades. A milestone in the innings.
Also recently, there's a little bit of acceleration from Renegades. The scoring rate now above 4 runs and over For a long time, it was bordering around 3. Now it's almost 5 runs and over. So getting some loose delivery, some extras. And a loose delivery, bringing a boundary for Bihari. Heyman Bihari. 51. So the 50 coming up in the 11th. Good to see that they're there eventually. A slight injury now. It's a hot day. Not sure if it's just some cramps. So we're back live now after a little bit of an injury. And momentum perhaps shifting. Perhaps the time after that little bit of a break. Straying down the leg side. So Renegades Club stage a little bit of a fight back. 52 for 7 in the 11th. North Cuba Cricket Committee really putting out a good show. Umpire saying that's one for the, in fact it's wide. Live stream today come to you compliments of McDonald Mining Investment. Joe Jagmohan, Maxar Tin Shop and Construction.
Oh, that's a chance. It was a sharp chance. Cut away by Bihari. Got a good piece of bat on that one. And the man at point couldn't hold on. Let's take another look at that.
It was like a quick off break from Parasutam. The fielder there parallel to the ground. What an effort. It went to both hands, but did not stick. IIS International Import and Supplies. Thank you so very much to you as well. AG Construction, all making live stream possible. Appeal goes up, finger goes up. Parasutam strikes. That's his third in his third. And it's the 8th in the 11th. Another one goes. They get it closer to the end. 54 on the board. Disappointing batting performance.
Yeah, that one looked good. The only thing that could have saved him was an inside edge. But let's look at that. I don't think that's an inside edge. That's a good decision from the umpire. So number 8 going down. Renegades. More trouble. 54 for 8 after 11.
Struck in front. And also trapped on the crease. So not a lot for the ball to travel after hitting the pad. And umpire Yogeshwar Lal agreeing with Parasutam that it is out. Jubilation again for Affiance Sports Club after winning the toss and bowling first on a good track, I must say. 54 for 8. Renegades inserted. They're looking at a position of being bowled out before the allotment of their 20 overs. That's a cardinal sin, not to use your reduced overs. 20 overs a game, generally short in cricket, and not to utilize 20 overs. So you perform the cardinal sin.
12th over about to be bowled. We still have not seen the 5th bowler introduced. Narayan is back to bowl his last. 1 for 8 from his 3 prior overs. Here he is to Bihari. Starts with the wide. For the first time, John, that projected score up to 100, but it's a wickets column. That's the worry.
Yeah, that's the thing about the FL Sport app. The scoring app takes into consideration the scoring rate, but not necessarily wickets in hand. So with 2 wickets in hand, it will be an uphill task for this batting side to get to 100, but it will be good if they can.
Spoke about the FL Sport app. If you haven't downloaded it as yet, go to the Play Store, the App Store for those iPhone users. Download the app, FL Sport Guyana. Follow all the live action. Another wide in the over.
So not only that the projected score is 100 for the first time, the scoring rate as well has gone past 5 for the first time. Cricket on the Essequibo coast played in 2 zones, north and south. So this is the final of one of the tournaments organized by the North Essequibo Cricket Committee. T20 tournament sponsored by Samaroo Investments, with the main branch, South Road, North Road, Church Street in Georgetown. Distributors of Manal Oil. from Germany to Guyana. Manual oil through Samaroo Investments. Fielder comes in, drops it. Oh my. Had a long time, settled, waited, got hands to it, and said, you know what, I don't think we are ready to go in. Giving this batter a chance.
I think that fielder owes Narayan a drink. Denying him his second wicket. Had a lot of time to settle, and maybe just taking his eyes off of it at the last moment. Bisesar gets a life.
Again in the air, chipped nicely in the gap this time. We're going to come back for the second pretty quickly. Bihari looking to take the attack to the bowlers now. He's into double figures, 11 from 12. This is the 12th bowling. 2 wickets in hand. Renegades were sent in, looking to bat out of their 20 overs. There he goes again, inside out. Will not come back for a second this time because it went much quicker and closer to the fielder. So just a single.
This innings from Bihari just allowing Renegades to post I can't even say respectable total, but at least helping them to push past 50. Spending time out in the middle. So that'll be a single to end Narayan's spell. He's bowled 4 overs, 1 for 16, 12 overs gone, 62 for 8.
Samaroo Investments of Hampton Court, Essex and Lot 301 Church and Thomas Streets, Georgetown. Importers of GeoGrid for roads, geotextile fabric PP80, all types of agricultural spares, tires, Mac batteries, manual products including lubricants, filters, AdBlue and more. We specialize in all types of construction services such as sea defenses, roads, bridges, preventments, DNI structures and more. Telephone numbers 629-1677, 612-2905 or 629-0911. Samaroo Investments of Hampton Court, Essex and 301 Church and Thomas Streets, Georgetown.
Sunday afternoon, spectators building up here now at the Joe Jack Mohan ground in Hampton Court. And of course, bringing out their umbrellas. It's hot today. Had some rain earlier. It's very hot now. 62 for 8. 12 overs gone. 8 to go. Renegades sent in by Affiance.
Himan Singh to bowl his last. Good start. Still getting some bounce from this track. Once again, we can see testament to the fact of this being a good track. And that's how the innings has progressed so far. Slow start. And then a bit of skyscrapers towards the end. But all throughout that tongue, wickets falling.
Low full toss again. You saw him Bowling a short ball, getting the extra bounce, but then striving for a Yorker next ball. Pitching up and over pitching. But Heyman Singh was very impressive with the new ball earlier. Has a well disguised slow ball that he just brought out. So consecutive singles in the first 3 deliveries of the over.
Again rushed, and once again finding the gap. This has been the theme of Bihari's innings so far. Hasn't known too much about those short balls, but getting bat on ball and getting it into the gap away from the fielders. He's up to 40 now. Heyman Singh again with that surprise bounce. Surprise short one. Cesar to face now without a helmet. Will Singh target that short delivery again? Yes, he does. That's how the innings has progressed. 40 dots so far. That's a immense percentage of the innings so far. Almost 7 overs worth of dots. Wide delivery. You look at it, that's more than half of the innings so far. All dots. Not many boundaries. No sixes so far. When last have you seen a T20 innings without a 6, John?
I don't think I've ever seen that. Somehow we always get in one at least. But 8 down, I don't think they'll be looking to go for big strokes now unless it's the final over with still 2 wickets in hand. A little bit of a confusion in the middle, but they've been trying to up the ante a little bit. Renegades Sports Club, all the wickets were tumbling. Excellent way to finish. Nice spell. 3 for 14 from his 4. And after 13, Renegades Cricket Club 67 for 8. So the players are ready again. Renegade side. Don't mind this little break. Affiance taking a long time to get through the overs. Kulraj, bowler number 5 that went to the attack. Spin for the first time in the year. Taken. Short extra cover. Parsutam, the captain himself, just in the circle at that extra cover position, takes it. And Bihari, after a little bit of a cameo, looking for a big stroke, perishes.
Yeah, looking to take the attack to the spinner first up. Not giving himself a chance, and look at that. Opening himself up. Playing inside out, but couldn't get it over the man of short cover. And the ninth one going down. So the last pair now for Renegades. How much can they add?
He reached it, but just could not control it. But you see, his intention was clear. He hit it inside out, but couldn't get it past Parasutam. Good catch. Not a wicket going down. And for sure, that 102 is out of their reach now with the last pair of the crease. You'll have to see Affiance bowling very bad. And that fifth bowler now coming into the attack. Wicket very first delivery shows he has good control. Nice flighted delivery from the off spinner. High action. So definitely 102 is out of the reach of Renegades. That's my take. The number 11 is Alex Bryan for Renegades Cricket Club. Alex Bryan will want to bat to the end. Will that be the case? We'll have to wait and see. Sharp turn bowled. That is the end of Renegades Cricket Club. They were sent in and folded. They're folded in over number 14. What a disappointing batting display from this side. With lots of potential, 6 to 7 all out in the 14th over. Not what you needed in the final, but look at that sharp turn. And the bail hitting the keeper in his face. Hope he's okay. But 6 to 7 all out, Ronaldo in the 14th. Not the type of marketing you need for a final.
Definitely not. Renegades would have wanted to post much more than just 6 to 7. But that's all they could manage. Affiance Sports Club, they need 68 in their 20 overs. Just less than 3.5 runs and over. Should be an easy walk in the park. I hope the keeper is alright there. Let's see the fall of the last wicket there. So Affiance will be happy after winning the toss. 68 to get. We'll take a short break and be right back.
Just before we head to the break, look at the batting card of Renegades Cricket Club. The openers did not set it up at all. Navin Singh stuck around for a little bit. And then him and Bihari, the captain, with 14. Just 4 fours in all. No 6. 17 extras, allowing them to get to get it to 67 in the 14th.
In terms of bowling, 3 for 14 for him and Singh. Identical figures for Parstam. Just 3 overs to him though. A wicket each for Narayan Prasad. And then Kulraj Prasad, the spinner, picking up 2, the last 2 wickets to fall. 6-7 all out. Renegades. Good bowling performance from the Affiance Sports Club.
Right, so the Samaroo Investments T20 tournament. North Essex Cricket Committee organized tournament. Big thank you to Samaroo Investments, Jairam Besesar of Builders Hardware and General Store, North Essex Cricket Committee. Streaming made possible by McDonald Mining Investments, Joe Jagmohan, Max Art Tint Shop and Construction, AG Construction, IIS, that's International Import and Supplies, all chipping in to make it possible today for this big final at the Joe Jack Mohan ground, some 38 kilometers from Supernam and 19 kilometers away from the mouth of the well, not a mouth, from Charity, where the Pomeroo River meets the coastland. Joining us at this time, we have the president of the Essequibo Cricket Board, none other than the versatile Mr. Dilip Singh. Say multi-talented because he's a businessman, family man, and cricket administrator. We're happy to have him chat with us today. So, Mr. Singh, welcome to the microphones of FL Sport, and welcome to this Samaroo Investments T20 final.
Yeah, thank you very, very much, John, for having me.
Yeah. The last time we chatted, it's early in the year, with all the plans ahead of us and so on. And here we are at the final of a North Cricket Committee tournament. How pleased are you to see another tournament coming to an end?
Yes, as an administrator and the president of the Essequibo Cricket Board, I'm extremely pleased and happy to see the amount of cricket that's being played in Essequibo, especially in North. A few years back, North was dormant, very dormant, and wasn't playing much cricket. And I'm happy to see that they're playing cricket now. We have 11 clubs in all involved in this competition, and today's the final. Although the standard and quality of cricket is a little low, but I mean that can we can have that being developed further.
Yeah, I mean, once cricket is playing, the developmental aspect will come, but it's important to start at some point. 11 clubs in the North cluster only. That is impressive. And where does North start and end really?
From Queenstown to Somerset and Berks.
I know there's an interest as well in the Pomeroon, and as you move further into Region 1, do you have any participation in this tournament from those areas?
No, this is definitely a North Committee organized competition. I think after this one is finished, they have another one starting shortly after this. I think that is Jagdish Duck Curry competition. Should be an exciting one too.
Well, I guess every duck that will be scored will be teamed the Jagdish Duck Curry duck.
Yeah.
But coming down towards the end of the year, you had your plan for the year in terms of age group cricket, senior cricket, both male and female. How far are you in terms of your calendar of execution?
Yeah, this year was a very successful year for us. We have had a lot of activities, and cricket is played throughout the county, even from Northwest to Region 1. We are having cricketers now being part of Essequibo Cricket tournaments. So all in all, I'm happy to see the execution. I mean, we're preparing for the senior inter-county at the moment. Yesterday we had trials. Encampment will start tomorrow for 2 or 3 days to select our squad to play the 50 over inter-county coming up.
That's a very important tournament for many reasons. Lots of persons putting their hands up for international assignments, and I'm sure once you put in some good performances, and somehow I've been hearing matches will be played in Guyana for the Super 50. Not sure if that is so, but with home advantage, if it is, that can work in maybe our favor.
I'm not sure about that, but wait to see. We'll be happy if we can play in Guyana, but it all depends on Cricket West Indies plans.
Alright, so in terms of age group cricket, at the start of the year we had lots of those. It's a succession. How many you went on to represent Guyana, maybe West Indies? You will have those figures at the tip of your fingers.
Yeah, well, it's hard to keep so many figures at hand. But from all the age groups, we had players from Essequibo being part of the national team. From all, even male and female, both male and female. So we'll be happy about that, and we're seeing more players into the national side at the moment. At the moment, there is the inter-county under 13 playing in Georgetown right now. Essequibo is playing Demerara yesterday. We played the President 11. We won the match. But the two best teams are playing there today.
I know there's a big developmental plan that you mentioned on the 13s, the Silas on the 15 as well. Very successful. What I noticed before in the county this year with those age groups, you started a camp, if I remember well, in terms of preparing your team. Would that be happening as you go forward again for next year?
Yeah, definitely. Next year should be a very exciting year for us. And of course, we'll pick up from where we left off this year. And trying to be as positive as possible and execute all our programs, efficiently.
I know you have all the different associations under the Escobar Cricket Board umbrella. North completing another tournament now, want to start shortly. What about the other associations?
They're all having competition. Pomeranian is having competition. South is having competition. Wakenham. I think it's only like one is lapsing. I think East Bank, they'll be having competition shortly too.
And female cricket, how are we doing there? I know we've produced a number of female cricketers across different levels, like you mentioned earlier. But let's put a little more emphasis on them. They're very important. How are we doing with that?
We have made tremendous strides. At Scobo, we have a lot of females coming into encampment and trials, which is kind of exciting to see so many females. We bring in females from Northwest, as you know, playing with the Escobo team at the moment. Our senior and under 19, they played well this year, and we had quite a few of them went on to play for the national team.
I know the success story. Janet Welcome from Warapoka, Anastasia Valenzuela from Santa Cruz in the Morocco sub-region, but it's also Cartabo in the Mazaruni, Laureen Williams on the 19, young lady. I look at that spread all the way from Region 1 to Region 7. Big jurisdiction, but you're finding it, however you do it, that's really commendable. But let's talk about Laureen and the Mazaruni cricket. What's happening on that side?
Well, as you know, that location produces Kimopol, Quinton Sams from around the same villages in that location. They play a lot of softball cricket on the beach, paintball cricket and this kind of thing, and that's where they got the cricket talent from. And so Latoya, she played for the national team this year, down in 19. And she's a remarkable prospect. And Latoya and Lauren, they're sisters. And they have another younger sister or cousin, I think, coming up shortly behind them.
There are 4 of them, whether they're cousins or sisters. There are 4 of them. And they hunt together.
Right.
So pretty soon they may have history in making 4 of them on one team. But we never know. But it's impressive though. So we know we have our cricketers locked in. Coaches, scorers, umpires, what's happening in that area? The none, you don't see those persons. What's happening there?
Well, we have a lot of coaches in Escobar. We have a lot of coaches. Recently, we take on Anthony Adams to be our high performance coach, and he's working with our elite team, or our elite on a 19 especially teams. So we have different coaching programs. I plan before the year is out, I have a seminar, a workshop with the coaches, managers and scorers, and so to top off the end of the year to ensure that we're on board, they're on board with us for next year programs. Umpire Association, I think they're trying to have some training being done, both in scoring and umpiring.
I remember earlier this year, I was invited to one of the scorers and umpires seminars to make a presentation, and if there were 20 persons there, 18 remember from Escobar. It's a big interest, and it's a big area, the big spread, Region 1 all the way to Region 9. You have been doing it and doing it commendably well. I don't know what's your secret, I don't want to know your secret. All I want to say is that keep it up, because persons are looking at what you're doing and they want to do the same because they see your success. Whatever it is, like I said, keep it up, Mr. President.
Yeah, thank you, John, for that observation. And it's not only you alone, a lot of people saying to me, but I'm an administrator my entire life, and this is what I do best, administrate. And as you say, it's not easy administrating cricket from Region 1 to 7 at the moment. Hopefully later we'll go to Region 9, all right, because there are cricket being played in Region 9. And you're going to see some new development where cricket is concerned, having interland cricketers being involved in mainstream cricket in Guyana. I think the president of Guyana, he's very much involved in that, getting that done. So in the Escobar team, the senior trials we had some about 50 to 60 players involved in that scene. Never have we before had so many, and players from under 15, under 17, under 19, and the old senior players. So coming up this year, you're going to see a lot of new faces, youngsters. I'm saying, good youngsters with potential. I've witnessed some of the trials myself, and some good players are coming out of our trials. So the future look very, very good for Escobar Cricket. My team behind me or with me, the board, all right, I have a set of hard-working board members, and I think it's through collaboration and divesting responsibilities, different locations, assisting in getting cricket better organized through the length and breadth of Escobar.
One of the things I noticed as well is not only you see Escobar Cricket Board tournament, which is what you administer, but the sponsor attached to it. You're getting sponsors. That's something else that we're seeing was not happening before. Your product is good, persons are buying. I don't want to hear a secret. I want to say congrats again.
Yeah, thank you, John. Well, 3 years ago, Escobar Cricket was at ground zero, and we took it from nothing to where it is today. And at that time, it was very difficult for us to get sponsors, and it's obvious reasons. Now people are seeing what's happening in Escobar, right? And businesses, corporate sector, private individuals are coming forward to sponsor cricket, and I must thank them very much for doing that, because without the sponsorship and that financial support, we can't go nowhere with cricket. It's a very expensive sport, and there's only so much the Escobar Cricket Board can do with the funds that we have available. So having the corporate sponsors and individuals sponsoring cricket, we'll go. Escobar Cricket, we're going to far away. We right now, some people are saying we're on par with MRR and Barbies, which you can probably draw the analogy, a person from the outside. But we're giving each one of the counties a good run for their money at all the different levels.
I totally agree. And for me, what I like about it is that the players are getting the exposure they deserve. Because sometimes you find a player doing well to get to a certain level, but then disappear. But now they have the confidence that they want to do it again on another level, and you're giving them that opportunity. One thing the government of the day has been doing, focusing on infrastructure in terms of grounds development, because without grounds you cannot play cricket. And this, to me, is a wonderful facility. It's a private ground, but is available to you as well. Yeah.
I think from the government point of view, from what I've been hearing, there's a lot of plans on board to further develop grounds in Escobar and other places. Grounds are not too much. All right, look at the quality of this ground. A year back, we didn't have this. Right, this is on par with any international ground you may think about. And we're hoping that we can probably bring in one of the inter-county games here. All right, which will further boost cricket in Escobar. So Escobars are hungry right now. From what is seen, they're hungry for cricket. And coming out of the CPL to our exciting prospect Quinton Sampson, he kind of brought out for us, to see the talent we have. He came out of nowhere to make, a name for himself and Escobar.
Lots of persons were asking about where he came from.
Yeah.
And they know the Kima Paul story. And there's always that question about Essequibo. So not only that they put in the spotlight and give themselves that opportunity, but they give the other persons now the opportunity to come out from Essequibo, and it's something we can only win. It's a win-win situation, really.
Right.
And I love the fact that you're giving them that chance. Trials, everyone included, and now you're seeing more competitions being played, wider population being catered for. Mr. President, keep it up.
Yeah, thank you, John. That was one of the main decisions we made, to ensure that every single player be given an opportunity. All right, not like before you're being called, when to play, you're called, say you're part of the team. Now you're being given every single player at all the different levels, where you come from. We're not concerned with that. All right, once you make yourself available, we'll somehow get you to trials. Okay, and once you qualify, you'll be part of Escobar team. We're giving you that fair chance.
All right, I've been asking all the questions. as the umpires are making the way back in the middle. Is there anything else you want to leave with us today?
No, I must thank you, John, for covering cricket through the length and breadth of Escobar and for the field. I'm happy to see you here today. At least this will show some light what's going on in Escobar and the quality of facilities we have here. So I must thank you again and thank the public for supporting. Thank the sponsors, Mr. Samaroo Investment, for this competition. I think he's one of our main sponsors, and thanks in advance to Mr. Jagdish for his next competition he's going to sponsor, and all the rest of the sponsors and individuals who are on board with us. I want to say a big thank you to all of them and all our fans, all our supporters. And don't leave out the parents. Parents are very, especially on the 13 and the 15. Our parental support is very much needed, and because of that, Escobar cricket is going a far away. Thank you, John, for having me.
There you have it, Mr. Dilip Singh, President of the Escobar Cricket Board. And we are in his homeland, so we must have a chat with him, putting a spotlight on Escobar cricket. In a short while, we have the run chase coming up. Not a big act, 68 runs to get in 20 overs, but the funny old game of cricket should not give Affiance a lot of fight. But let's see. We'll take a break and come back with some live action.
Samaroo Investments of Hampton Court, Essex and Lot 301 Church and Thomas Streets, Georgetown. Importers of GeoGrid for roads, geotextile fabric PP80, all types of agricultural spares, tires, Mac batteries, manual products including lubricants, filters, AdBlue and more. We specialize in all types of construction services such as sea defenses, roads, bridges, preventments, DNI structures and more. Telephone numbers 629-1677, 612-2905 or 629-0911. Samaroo Investments of Hampton Court, Essex and 301 Church and Thomas Streets, Georgetown.
As promised, we're back live here at the Joe Jagmohan ground in Hampton Court on the Escobar coast. We're about to witness the run chase. Big battle on in the middle. Samaroo Investments T20 tournament coming to an end today. It is the big final. Tournament organized by North Escobar Cricket Committee. 68 the target for Affiance Sports Club. They have 20 overs in which to get there. That's 68 from 120 deliveries. Ronaldo alongside me once again. Ronaldo, brilliant conditions for cricket. Sun baking down on this venue. Absolutely fabulous atmosphere as well with the music, with spectators coming out. Perfect for a final, but the score so far not reflecting the type of competition we were expecting in the final. But it's a funny old game.
Funny indeed. And immediately a different strategy employed. Affiance used their pacers well in our first innings. Renegades starting with spin. Driven in the air, but landing well short. Renegades might have been a bit excited there, but not really a chance. They're off the mark.
Yeah, strategies. We have seen the white ball being used by spinners, especially in the power play, for a number of years now. I'm sure Renegades would have used him and Bihari before in this position. They don't want to try him in a big final, and perhaps would have given them some success. Not a bad ploy, but what you do not need to do not give away, do not leak runs by giving away loose deliveries. Keep the batters in check, keep it tight. And you can see how dry it is with Bihari just striking the ground with his foot and lots of dust coming out.
I mean, look at Bihari. I don't think he's trying to turn the ball. He's trying to fire it in, get it on those stumps, and try to beat the bat of a bit of pace. And if he does get one to turn, he has a slip in place.
That's the equation. 67 from 116 deliveries. It's difficult to turn the new ball, so you get a lot of slide. Depend on slide, a bit of drift as well. Of course, quicker ones that will deceive batters. It's a mind game.
So dot to end the first. Not a bad start from the Renegades. Just one for Affiance, one without loss after one.
Sidney Peters will pick up the attack from the southern end or the commentary box end. He's going to be running in. There's no slip in play. They're not on the attack with Peters with this new ball. And sometimes you can expect a team that is defending 67 to just be defensive. But you never know if you can pick up a few early wickets, get back into the contest, put pressure on the batting side. Affiance won't mind. They'll be very much happy to just stroke it around or take the extras as they come.
John, this field is very interesting to me. You have men on the leg side, but very straight. There's no one behind square. I mean, look at the first delivery, the line. Not sure that should be the line he should be bowling. Oh, much better. Bit of away movement. Assistance of the wind.
If there was any moisture in the pitch when Renegades were batting, it's all disappeared now. But that one gripped, just move a little bit after pitching. Outside the line of the off-stump, enough to beat the outside edge. And that's why I would have gone for a slip, even if it's wide. Nice bit of feeling. Had to put in the dive, because had it not been for that dive, would have been a certain boundary. Well played, but good feeling.
Correct. And as I mentioned, with that feel, you have to be really spot on, because anything on that middle leg stump is going to be flicked away, and there's no one behind square. That man at square leg doing well to save 4 runs. Yogesh Singh now to face up to Peters. Much more orthodox feel set to the left-hander. A very close point. I think maybe looking to choke him up. Oh, short delivery. Did that come off the glove or maybe the shoulder of the batter? So that's a no ball signal by the umpire? No? His arm stuck out to the side.
He was just asking the non-striker to come to the other side because the bowling to the right-hander is bowling over the wicket, and to the left-hander is bowling around the wicket. A good short delivery on the line of the body, and the bat was lucky to get glove to it, and fortunate the keeper did not hold on.
Nice away movement once again from Peters. He has Mohammed fishing outside that off stump.
Mohammed is aware where his off stump is, so he's playing the ball that is on the line of his stumps. You see, he's not drawn into the strokes. He's not comprehensively beaten. So he's just not allowing Peters to get close to him where he's comfortable.
Down the leg side.
Peters not able to show the control that his captain is asking him to have at this stage. Too many loose deliveries, to make it a bit too easy for these batters. You wanted to play more often than not, especially these nervous times in the power play.
Nicely just guided behind point. He's back for a comfortable 2. And that's the line he should be bowling, Peters. Can't be erring on that leg stump and down the leg side. Mentioned that field setting. There's no one behind square. So if Mohammed only gets some bat on that, he's going to get some runs, maybe a boundary.
Looking to finish well, Peters. Not the type of delivery you want to in the power play. Will it have enough to get to the boundary? No. Stopping right there. It's a big ground. This Joe Jack Mohan ground at Hampton Court. But enough time for the batters to complete 3. So a mixed bag of an over coming to an end for Peters. 10 without loss after 2.
Samaroo Investments of Hampton Court, Essex, and Lot 301 Church and Thomas Streets, Georgetown. Importers of Geogrid for roads, geotextile fabric PP80, all types of agricultural spares, tires, Mac batteries, manual products including lubricants, filters, AdBlue and more. We specialize in all types of construction services such as sea defenses, roads, bridges, preventments, DNI structures and more. Telephone numbers 629-1677, 612-2905 or 629-0911. Samaroo Investments of Hampton Court, Essex, and 301 Church and Thomas Streets, Georgetown.
Hard-working cameraman out in the mid-wicket area under the red tent. Over number 3. We're seeing spin again from the northern end. Batter being asked to hit into the wind. Mohammed pretty watchful, like I said, anything that's on the line of his stumps. Not going to take a lot of chances, but give him room outside leg, outside off. He's prepared to take the advantage to the bowlers. You want to be watchful and attacking. That's what you can get from Mohammed so far.
Yeah, watchful is the key word there for Mohammed. So far, he's just trying to maybe get a feel of the pace of the pitch. He's playing a few shots, but hasn't been able to pierce the gap very often. He's 7 off 11, but no pressure. The required run rate, just 3.3. And I mean, he can afford to do this, play himself in. But I think Affiance might be wanting to get off to a good start and place the pressure on Renegades. Hit them out of contention.
Much quicker from Bihari. but not bother too much about dot balls at this stage. Mohammed, you can see he's not looking to play a release stroke. Reminds me so much of Shiv Chandra Paul in a long version game. Give the batsman, the bowlers, the impression he's beaten. I will take a single, the last ball, to go on strike for the next over. 11 after 3, no wickets down. There was a cow early in that vicinity. He's not around. And the organizer said lunch is served. Not sure if this is dinner or lunch for tomorrow, but they're here in the same spot where the cow was. Life in the country, never a dull moment. Never a dull moment at Hampton Court on the Essequibo Coast. You're witnessing the Samaroo Investments T20 tournament organized by the North Essequibo Cricket Committee. Tournament that started with 11 teams and now we're down to the final 2. Winner will pocket $120,000 cash and a trophy. The runner-up, $60,000 on a trophy. For the first time, the North Essequibo Cricket Committee having a live stream as well. Big thank you to Samaroo Investments, Jairam Bisesar of Builders Hardware and General Store, McDonald Mining Investment, Joe Jack Mohan, Max Art Tin Shop and Construction. As Mark Gonzalez starts his first over. A big thank you as well to AG Construction and to IIS International Import and Supplies. Say many hands make light work, so good team coming together to make this one possible. Flicked away, forward of square this time, and another boundary. So the Affiance Sports Club, this is the first of their innings. The Affiance Sports Club now making this a little bit too easy. Mar Gonzalez starts his first over just a bit too straight and punished.
Yeah, probably one of his favorite shots. Flicked away. And we mentioned that field position. There's no one behind square. There's no one in front of square on the boundary either. And this time he picked his spot to the left of that square leg fielder. Earned himself 4 runs. So positive start from Affiance. A required run rate just over 3. So again, I must mention no pressure on them. I think with this positivity, picking the right balls to go after, they're just going to place more and more pressure on the Renegades. Renegades have to pull a rabbit out of a hat to try to come out on top in this encounter. 53 to get from 100 balls. Down the leg side.
So Gonzalez just running in and landing in good areas since going for that boundary. Gonzalez plays lots of his cricket as well in the Region 7 area. So I'm a dark point a few months ago. Would like to put in his hand for a play of the match performance and pocket $15,000 on a trophy. The batsman with the most runs in the tournament would take $10,000 on the trophy. Bowler with most wickets would get $10,000 on the trophy as well. Just want to stay backward of point. Will it come back for the second? Yes. A little bit of a fumble, allowing them to get the second very easy. The emerging player of the tournament will get $10,000 on a trophy as well. So cricket, the game of individuals that make up a team. So you also have individual brilliance you're rewarded for, but when your team wins as well, you also win.
Some good bonks there from Gonzalez. We haven't seen any batter today really dominate that short delivery. It's something they have to work on moving forward. They struggle as soon as that ball is pitched short.
And I'm happy with this track, allowing the bowlers to get extra bounce. It's hard. I saw a big heavy roller just before the start of play on this pitch, making it very hard and compact. So once you bang that ball in, you will get some extra bounce and pace. Not a usual pitch that's broken and loose. And when the ball hit, even after a fast bowler landing in areas, it will be loose and cause the ball not to bounce as much. This one is a hard track.
So 4 overs gone. Affiance Sports Club in pursuit of 68. They're 20 without loss. Look at the comparison. Respectable start so far, but look at that, well ahead still when you look at the comparison in the warms. Affiance Sports Club well ahead. Just 48 more to get. Loads of time to get there. And at the moment, Affiance Sports Club just soaring to their target.
One of the most beautiful birds in Guyana, the hawk. Good work from Nikosi as well. Bihari to continue. 2 runs conceded in his first 2 overs. He's been very economical, but we'd love to see wickets.
Yeah, wickets is the only thing that will help Renegades come back into this game. Affiance well ahead. We saw the worm earlier in terms of runs and in terms of wickets. At this stage, Renegades will have lost a couple already. Affiance camp relatively comfortable. Look at the comparisons so far. 3 of the 4 towers in comparison much higher than the Renegades at this stage. And even with the good bowling from Bihari, the tight economical bowling, Affiance still ahead. They need to find some breakthroughs though. Nicely flicked away into the gap. Will the field come around? Yes, good work out in the boundary. Good work by the cameraman.
In the air, not getting the connection he's looking for, but enough to get it over the head of mid-wicket. Mark Gonzalez running back couldn't get there either. First shot you can see from Mohammed fact, it is Yogesh Singh, the left-hander, showing some aggression, looking to take on Bihari. You don't want him to settle in for this over. 2 runs, now a single. So, in the context of his spell, this is his most expensive over.
Samaroo Investments of Hampton Court, Essex and Lot 301 Church and Thomas Streets, Georgetown. Importers of GeoGrid for roads, geotextile fabric PP80, all types of agricultural spares, tires, Mac batteries, manual products including lubricants, filters, AdBlue and more. We specialize in all types of construction services such as sea defenses, roads, bridges, preventments, DNI structures and more. Telephone numbers 629-1677, 612-2905 or 629-0911. Samaroo Investments of Hampton Court, Essex and 301 Church and Thomas Streets, Georgetown.
Renegades sent in, got 67 all out in the 14th, and now Affiance on course. Look at the magnificent background. Agricultural setting, but the technology is there for connection. Peters is back. Slower delivery, a full toss. Over mid off, was waiting. And a boundary.
Yeah, deserved to be hit. Didn't get all of it, but got enough of it to take it to the boundary. Another 4 to Affiance, and they're getting closer and closer. 4-1 needed now. And if you're Renegades, you'd want these to go to hand to give yourself a chance. But at the moment, it's all one-way traffic for Affiance.
Much better connection this time. And it's going to go one bounce. And much straighter as well. So placement is good, power is up, and timing. Well played.
Well played indeed. Much more bat on this one. Look at that. Very confident shot. A shot of authority down the ground. Finds marching towards that target. They're almost halfway there. Oh boy, disappointing. Peters getting his revenge after being hit for back-to-back boundaries, taking the return catch, and Yogesh has to go.
Ball on the line of the body, angled in from outside the off stump, and the batter uncomfortable to the extra bounce and pace, just pushed it back, popped it up, and Peters completing a nice leaping catch. Timed his jump well. Reward for him, like you said. He's been expensive, but now he has the breakthrough. Still in the power play, but power play so far that belongs to Affiance.
In walks the skipper, looking to lead his side to victory. Did well with the ball, 3 for 14 from his spell. Now looking to remain not out and guide his team over the line. They require 37 from 87 balls, lots of time to get them. Required run rate just over 2.5, so should be a walk in the park. 37 to get from 87. Lots of discussion between the bowler and Bihari. Talking strategy. Maybe how to get past the time out. Immediately, a man under the helmet. You can see him in shot there. Huge appeal. Everyone has gone up except the umpire.
So no signal as well coming from the umpire. Well. No signal. God, that's the most confident appeal I've ever seen. They may have a point.
Everyone was confident. Everyone went up. And maybe if we get a straight on replay, we can maybe see if there's a deflection. The umpire was very confident that there was no bat on that or no glove. Look at the keeper already celebrating there.
But then there was no signal of a wide because we're down the leg side. Tucked off the hip. Feel that backward square position cannot cut it off. So the third boundary of the over. Oh my.
That hurts as a bowler. Appeal going against you, and then next ball being hit for 4.
Oh, there's our friend. Moving around. So an eventful over. Final one of the power play. Peters and the rest of the Renegades cricket team were very confident that Parsutam gloved that one to the keeper. But the man of the moment, umpire Yogeshwar Lal, felt otherwise. 12 runs on the wicket from that over. Power play done and dusted. 35 for 1. Target 68.
Samaroo Investments of Hampton Court, Essex and Lot 301 Church and Thomas Streets, Georgetown. Importers of GeoGrid for roads, geotextile fabric PP80, all types of agricultural spares, tires, Mac batteries, manual products including lubricants, filters, AdBlue and more. We specialize in all types of construction services such as sea defenses, roads, bridges, preventments, DNI structures and more. Telephone numbers 629-1677, 612-2905 or 629-0911. Samaroo Investments of Hampton Court, Essex and 301 Church and Thomas Streets, Georgetown.
After the power play, when Renegades were batting, they were 17 for 3. So now Affiance Sports Club well ahead. 35 and also just losing 1 wicket in the power play. It was in the air a little bit, but into the gap and into the boundary now. Showing some more confidence now, Mohammed.
Yeah, they're marching their way towards that target now. Just 29 needed. Mohammed growing in confidence. Nice strong step towards the line of delivery and hitting this past the man at cover. Finds they're up at 39. Required run rate just over 2. Another extra goes into the scorebook. Looks as though Mohammed is trying to target this last over of Bihari.
You can tell that these teams have been playing each other very often or have played each other a lot. Lots of banter that's happening. They're getting at each other verbally.
I think at this stage we're just going through the motion.
Yeah, no need to try too many things. Pick up the singles here and there. Required run rate just 2 runs and over. You can face that remaining 8-1 deliveries and be sure that you will get the required runs. Just by occupying the crease. 27 needed in lots of time. But a brave spell from Bihari. Started with a new ball, bowling in the power play. Not a lot of runs to defend, but he has done well. Just 11 conceded. And his 4th over is coming to an end. Slip coming into play now. So looking for a breakthrough from Bihari. It will be the icing on the cake for his excellent and economical spell. Two is on. The bowler took his time in getting the ball from that mid-on region. So 2 to end. Bihari's 4th. He's conceded 13. And after 7 in the run chase, 43 for 1. He's been expensive, but he's the man that has picked up the only wicket to fall, Sidney Peters. So they're persevering with him. Looking for more success. Wickets the only way they can come back into this contest. 25 they get from 78. Mohammed well set on 21. Very wayward to start Peter's 3rd over.
Yeah, those wides not helping Renegades at all. And I mean, it just helps everyone to go home early or start the party early. Other persons are inching. Very anxious to head to Heritage this afternoon. So they're hoping this game is over soon. Parstam getting his helmet. He realizes that Peter is going to be targeting him with that short delivery. Another shout from Peters. Denied again.
And immediately the umpire showing the trajectory that he feels the ball was heading in, missing the line of leg stump. That one is much closer, but I guess with the angle that Peters is bowling, with that ball angling back into the right-hander, umpire felt that it started a bit too straight and might be going on to miss. Review will say umpire's call at the worst, might just be hitting that leg stump, however, but he has that exaggerated movement after pitching. Peters bowling to his field with two fielders crouching under the bat. There is a forward short leg and a backward short leg. They're both crouching close in, like that hawk we saw earlier on picture, waiting for a prey.
The fielders close in, trying to put some pressure on Parsatam. Lots of noise around the bat. Early call of 2. Will he come back for the second? They are going to, and it's comfortable in the end.
The fielding side really looking to get into the heads of the batters. So lots of chatter going on. Umpire Yogeshwar Lal as well in there. The fielders trying to say a little bit about the umpire. He's unfazed at the moment.
Did he get some glove on that or maybe some bat? Definitely a deflection. No signal coming from the umpire, so definitely off the bat. So that's a drop catch. Chance gonna beg in.
It went to the keeper's left hand, got the glove to it, and did not hold on. No signal from the umpire. Yes, off the bat. You need to take your chances in defending a very small total of 67 from 20 overs. Big shout out to Samaroo Investments once again for sponsoring this tournament. Also, thank you to Jairo and CSR, Builders Hardware and General Store. Thank you to McDonald Mining Investment, Joe Jagmohan, Max Art Tin Shop and Construction, AG Construction, IIS International Import and Supplies.
Pete's keeper. That's gonna bring up the 50 for Affiance. Wide +1, taking the score to 51. Just 17 required now. 73 balls to get those 17 runs. And it's almost done, John.
A very lengthy over as well. 3 wides in that over already. And required run rate under 2 runs per over. That's what you'll get from Mohammed all day until the cows come home. 8 gone, 51 for 1.
New bowler, Ray Bisesar. 17 runs to get. Required run rate less than 1.5. Shazif Mohammed, well set on 21. He's there with his skipper, Parsatam on 9. These two looking to take their team over the line without any further loss of wickets. Correction. Sheldon Charles is going to be the change from the far end.
20-run partnership so far. Mohammed and Parsutam.
Good early call from Parsatam.
Sixteen to get from 7-1. 3 hits away. You haven't seen many maximums in this game. You haven't seen any maximum in this game. I'm not sure they'll try to do so now.
Nicely worked off the legs. A leg lance to bring up another boundary for Affiance. Runs required now move to 12 with a lovely shot from the skipper.
2 hits away now. Yeah, straying badly in line there, Sheldon Charles. In his very first over. One of the players I know that can bowl the ball. And you can see that banana swing after pitching to a right-handed batter. I haven't seen that from him just yet, Charles.
Through the keeper. I think the Renegades have given up here. It's gone for 4 byes. Runs required now into single digits. Just 8 required now from 6 to 9 deliveries. It's running away from the Renegades.
Look at that comparison. 67 all out, 60 for 1. Very one-sided for Affiance Sports Club. Overthrows now. 1. Desperately looking for a wicket. Would like to see one regardless how it comes. No foot movement from Mohammed. Charles just maintaining that 4th stump line. Keeping it simple.
Nine overs completed. Affiance Sports Club 62 for 1.
Samaroo Investments of Hampton Court, Essex, and Lot 301 Church and Thomas Streets, Georgetown. Importers of GeoGrid for roads, geotextile fabric PP80, all types of agricultural spares, tires, Mac batteries, manual products including lubricants, filters, AdBlue and more. We specialize in all types of construction services such as sea defenses, roads, bridges, preventments, DNI structures and more. Telephone numbers 629-1677, 612-2905 or 629-0911. Samaroo Investments of Hampton Court, Essex, and 301 Church and Thomas Streets, Georgetown.
All 6s. But you haven't seen a 6 in this game. 6 to get from 66 balls. New bowler, Damien Wharton. Will Affiance finish it before the halfway stage? Mohammed is on strike, well set on 23. And that's a no-man move type of stroke. Finding the gap beautifully. Well played in the covers. No-man move.
Yeah, classy shot there from Mohammed. Shot of authority. Finding the gap. And well timed. This quick outfield. Ball got to the boundary in no time. Just 2 required now.
Six to 6 for 1. A resounding victory loading here now for Affiance Sports Club. Did very well to bowl out the side for 67 and now chasing it in grand style. $120,000 on a trophy going to the winning side. Is that the winning stroke? It certainly is. That is the end of the game. Congratulations, Affiance Sports Club, winning the Samaroo Investments T20 competition for North Essequibo Cricket Committee. Very sure that Samaroo Investments and the North Essequibo Cricket Committee getting value in this competition. But what a way to finish it. Shot of authority again from young Mohammed.
Yeah, easy victory for Affiance Sports Club. Winning by 9 wickets. Inside 10 overs. Complete dominance from Affiance. But the Renegades have played well to reach the final, but just not the performance they were looking to put out today on the biggest stage of them all. Look at that. Mohammed led the way. 31 from 31, 4 fours included in that innings, and the skipper was there at the end with 40 from 15. Singh, he contributed 12, 13 extras contributed to that total of 70, and in the end Affiance getting there with a lot of time to spare.
8 boundaries in that innings, and look at that. Just Sidney Peters, expensive, but only 1 wicket went to him. Bihari economical, none for 30 from 4, including 17 dot balls. Gonzalez, Sheldon Charles, and Wharton all tried and did not get the wickets that they were looking for to come back into this game. In the end, just 9 overs and 4 deliveries used for a comprehensive victory for Affiance Sports Club by 9 wickets. Lots of time to spare. Big game, big win. Congrats. North Essequibo Cricket Committee would like to say thank you to Samaroo Investments, Jairam Besesar, Builders Hardware General Store, McDonald Mining Investment, Joe Jagmohan, Maxar Tin Shop and Construction, AG Construction, and IIS International Import Supplies. We look back at highlights of the run chase, and then we come back with a presentation ceremony. As you can see, Wayne Osborne getting ready for the closing presentation ceremony. Check 1 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2. All right, no, one there. Yeah. Check the other bike. Yeah, Levy, good. All right, so Wayne Osborne getting ready for the closing presentation ceremony. Big congratulations once again to Affiance Sports Club. The toss proved to be crucial. So let's head to Wayne Osborne for the closing ceremony.
Good evening. Good evening to you all. No feedback there.
We hear you on the stream, but we hear you though.
Good evening to you all. I welcome you to this post-match presentation this afternoon. And I must say, once again, I welcome you this afternoon to this post-match presentation of the Samaroo's Investment T20 finals. I must say, what an epic final we would have had. At the same time, I must say congratulations to both teams that would have made it here to the finals. Firstly, I would like to introduce the member of the post-match presentation. To my extreme right, I'm having Mr. Dilip Singh, who is currently the president of the Scarborough Cricket Board. To his left, to his right, I'm having Ajodi Lal, who is also the assistant secretary treasurer. The Assistant Secretary Treasurer of the Scarborough Cricket Board, and at the same time the President of the North Cricket Committee, followed by Ajay Jailal, who's also the Assistant Secretary Treasurer of the North Cricket Committee. To his right, I'm having Arvind Ruplal, who is also the Treasurer of the Scarborough Cricket Board and the current Vice President of the North Cricket Committee, followed by Avinash Prasad, who is also one of the committee members within the competition committee. He is also one of our selectors that is representing the North Cricket Committee on the Scarborough Cricket Board. I would waste no time. I missed one member. I am having Dinesh Chattergoon, who is our current competition chairman of the North Cricket Committee. At this time, I would just like to say thank you to all the sponsors who would have contributed to this event and making it a success. I'm having the Samaroo Investment, we have the Jairam BC, sir, we have Builders Hardware and General Store, we have the North Cricket Committee, we have McDonald Mining Investment, Joe Jagmohan, Max Art Paint Shop and Construction, we have AG Construction, the IIS, which is International Import Services, and last but not least, we are having contribution by some special patrons who does not want their name to be mentioned and at the same time could not made it here this evening. Without further ado, I would like to invite the President of the Scarborough Cricket Board just to share a few words with you, Mr. Dilip Singh.
Thank you very much, Chair. All right, just a few words. Let me just congratulate firstly the North Committee for staging off this competition. Also like to thank the sponsors, which is very important. Without sponsors, we cannot have much cricket being played. So hats off to them. To the supporters, the audience, all the rest of the Mr. Jagmohan for his ground, the caretakers, the people preparing the meals, all those people are very important. And most of all, the players from both teams. We have the Renegades and the Reliance number 1. I must say congratulations to your Reliance for winning this competition. Affiance number 1. All right, congratulations to you. And Renegade, better luck next time, but congratulations to you too. All right, it's good to see there's a lot of cricket being played in North. A couple of years back, there was hardly any cricket being played in North Scarborough, and it's good to see that we have roughly about 11 clubs involved in this competition. And shortly after this, I made to understand that there's another sponsor that will be coming on board to sponsor cricket. So I'd like to congratulate all of you, congratulate the President and his team for a job well done. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Singh, for those few words of encouragement. I would now like to invite the President of the North Cricket Committee, Mr. Ajodi Lal, to share a few words.
Thank you, Mr. Osborne. A special good afternoon to everyone present. I must acknowledge the presence of the President of the Escobar Cricket Board and the Treasurer also of the Escobar Cricket Board, along with my fellow executives of the North Escobar Cricket Committee. I would like to thank all the teams that participated in this competition. We started with 11 teams, and today we have brought the curtain down on the Samaroo's Investment T20 competition. We had the Renegades Cricket Club and the Affiance #1 Cricket Club doing battle. And as we all saw, the Affiance #1 Cricket Club came out victorious. Congratulations to them. And I would like to also acknowledge and say a special congratulations to the Renegades for reaching the finals. I would like to thank the sponsors of this competition, Samaroo's Investment. As you all know, they are involved in constructions and importers of manual lubricant, Mac batteries, and agricultural spares. I would like to also acknowledge all our previous sponsors, International Imports and Supplies, of Walton House Sports Club, and the Balgovin family for their support to this committee. Also, I'd like to make special mention of Mr. Jairam B. Cesar and the Jagdish Dokori Restaurant and Bar. They would be our sponsors for the next competition, which we're hoping to start in another 2 weeks. I would urge you all to support our sponsors, because by doing so, you're helping to support ourselves and our cricketers. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Lal. I also would like to join with the President of the Escobar Cricket Board, along with the President of the North Cricket Committee, in saying special thank you to all the sponsors who would have made this competition a success. Players involved, spectators who normally would visit the venue for the various matches. You would know how important sponsors are in making this cricket a success and in having the future who are the youths propelling into the future. We will move straight into the presentation ceremony. Firstly, we would like to recognize the persons who are in charge of today's proceeding, which are the two umpires, Mr. Y. Lal and Mr. D. Das. For this presentation, we invite Mr. Avinash Prasad. This presentation will be done in terms of check. Check. Yogeshwar Lal and Mr. Das. We'd like your present at the presentation here, please. Thank you, Mr. Prasad. We now move to the presentation for the emerging player, and a few teams would have had some young players. They would have filed into this competition. We had a few performances from Bumesh Lal, we have Gladwin Henry, we also had Darius Pearson, and we have Umarian Smith. But this prize would be handed to Bumesh Lal. He would have contributed tremendously with both bottom ball, and this would have been his first senior cricket tournament that he would have participated in the North Cricket Committee, and he would have performed excellently for the ISS Challengers. Mr. Ajodilal, I would ask you to accept that prize for Mr. Bumesh, who cannot be with us here today. So I would like Mr. Chadagun to just hand the money over to Mr. Lal. The price for that is $10,000 for the emerging player, along with a trophy. We'd move straight into the person with the most runs for this tournament. And you had a few contributions, good contribution from some players, but one player would have stand out and would have contributed almost all the games that he would have participated, which would have even seen him propelling his team into the final. That individual is no other than Parmish Partusan with 570 runs. I would invite Mr. Ruplal to just hand that. Sorry, 270, not 570. That award would be a check of $10,000 along with a trophy. Thank you, Mr. Rupla. We now move into the most wicket. And for this category, we had today's final would have started with Bihari Ghost leading with 9 wickets. And you had Hemant Singh from the Affiance Sports Club with 6 wickets. And another player from the Affiance Sports Club with 6 wickets, but did not participate in the final. In this game, Hemant Singh would have also accumulated 3 wickets, which take him to 9, along with Bihari Ghost, who did not add to his tally. But when it comes down to the 2 players with the 9 wicket, Mr. Bihari Ghost had the best economy rate, so we're going to hand him that trophy to Mr. Bihari Ghost, $10,000 and a trophy. I would ask Mr. Bishop to kindly hand that trophy over to Mr. Goose. Give me the check for you.
You give me back the envelope.
Yeah, just kindly return the trophy for him.
Yes.
We now move into the prize of the man of the match for today proceeding. We have had good contribution also in this category. We had Hemant Singh with 3 wickets. We have Shazif Mohammed, who would have had a great partnership at the top with Yogesh Singh. We also have Parmesh Parsitan with 3 wickets and 14 runs. So the man of the match performance for the player that had the most impact on this game would be no other than Parmesh Parsitan. That award would be also be $15,000 and a trophy. I would call on both teams that would have made it to the final would have played tremendous cricket throughout the tournament. That would have landed him in spot into the final. But we can only have one winner at the end. And to say today, the team that came out more hungry, more aggressive, would have came out victorious, which was the Affiance Sports Club. But at the same time, we must recognize the contribution of the Renegades Sports Club players throughout the tournament. So I invite the skipper, Mr. Bihari Goose, to accept the runner-up trophy for the Renegade Sports Club. I would ask Mr. Dinesh Shadagun to kindly hand that prize over $60,000 along with the runner-up trophy. Also, I'm going to quickly invite Mr. Bihari to share a few words on behalf of the tournament he would have just participated in.
Good afternoon, everybody. First of all, I'd just like to congratulate the Affiance Sports Club for playing the better cricket. Making 6 or 7 in a finals is not a winning score, but we believe in ourselves and we fight. And with that being said, I'm still proud of my team, my fellas, and our bowlers for giving up the fight. We brought the game to the 10th over, so it shows that we played tremendous cricket. So once again, congratulations to Affiance.
Thank you, Ms. Biari. We now go into the special prize of the day, which is the winner's trophy, and we would have all witnessed an epic performance by the Affiance Sports Club. They would have been the most dominant team today with both bottom ball, and throughout the tournament, these guys would have been playing hard cricket. And only that, and with the contribution of all players coming together, then you can be victorious, and we would have seen that from this unit. I would like to invite the skipper of the Affiance Sports Club, Mr. Parmesh Parsutam, to accept the winning trophy, and along with $120,000. I will invite the president of the Escobar Cricket Board to kindly hand over the special award for us. Mr. Parmesh Parsutam, I ask you to share a few words with us, please.
All right, good afternoon, guys. First and foremost, I must say congratulations to Renegades team to being second in this competition. Unfortunately, you guys didn't show up today. Winning the toss was the most important thing for our guys. I must say you guys play tremendous cricket throughout the tournament. I know you guys play very hard cricket on the ground, and I must say I'm very proud of that. I thank the supporters, not only the players. It goes to show the dominance of our team in this tournament. Since joining, we are 2 times champions and runner-up once. And the kind of results that we got today, it shows again the type of cricket we play, and we should continue to play. And I must say, well done to you guys.
Thank you, Mr. Parsutam. Once again, this brings us to the end of our presentation ceremony for today. I would like to thank all the patriots that would have came out here today to witness and support the teams and North Cricket Committee in the whole. Also, I want to invite other potential sponsors who want to be a part of sponsorship. You can feel free to contribute in sponsoring for the cricket tournament. We'd like to take the media for making this a success also for us, that we can have this event live stream, which also gives showing to the committee and promoting the cricket overall. Final thank you to all sponsors and all that were involved, all executives, in making this a success. We can only go forward if we keep working together and uplift North Escobar Cricket Committee going forward. Thank you once again. Thank you very much, guys. Yeah.